Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Orbits and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check it back.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Smith. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The end result, 21 yards. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Smith. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go with Howard to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 59. Hey, Delta.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run with Howard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Mike, here we go, here we go. 180. Straight 15, straight 15.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Orbits 14, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, Zoo. Mike, check.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Smith. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. A big gainer there on 3rd and 1. 56 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll go with the keeper, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about...
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They don't want it. Tend the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he gets it down to the 32. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. On 2nd down, it's Smith. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 39, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Alpha. Everyone got 4 down. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Completes it to Samuel. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
This side 7. And let's get them home. Check 59. Mike is 59. Bravo. I got it. Mike 5'9. Mike 5'9. Kill.
To throw is Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
At the 37-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go. 20. I got you, boy.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
First down, Orlando.